Hello students, today we are going to learn a new chapter, tissues. What is a tissue? A group of cells that are similar in structures and work together to achieve a particular function forms a tissue. Now as we know in multicellular organism, there are millions of cells. They form different groups and each group of cell is specialized to perform a particular function. For example, muscle cell contract and relax and cause movements. Nerve cell conduct impulses from one part to another part in the body. But we should also know that plants and animals have different kinds of tissue, which is according to the need and body designs of plants and animals. Now, plant cell can be divided into two types of tissues, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Today, we are going to learn about the meristematic tissue and also classification of plants tissue. So now let us learn about the classification of plant tissue. Plant tissue can be divided in broader classification into two forms, meristematic and permanent. Meristematic can again be divided into three types, apical, intercalary and lateral according to their position in the plant body. And permanent can again be of two types, simple permanent and complex permanent. Simple permanent are made up of only one kind of cells and complex permanent are made up of more than one kind of cells. Simple permanent can again be of three types, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma can again be of two types, chlorenchyma and erenchyma. And complex permanent tissue are of two types, xylem and phloem. Xylem is made up of three kinds of cell, tracheids, vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Whereas phloem is made up of four kinds of cell, sieve tubes, companion cells, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Let us now study about the meristematic tissue. I was telling you about what are meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissues are those tissue which have got the capacity to divide and redivide and form large number of similar kinds of cells, and later when they lose their capacity of division, they form permanent tissue and become specialized to do a particular function. Now we know that plants have their growth is restricted in certain areas only, not the whole plant. So these are those areas where meristematic tissue are located. So they, according to their position, meristematic tissues are of three kinds, apical, lateral and intercalary, as I have already told. Now about them I would like to tell you something. Apical meristem is found at the tip of root and shoot, and when the cell divides in this area, these parts grow. So length of the root and shoot increases due to apical meristem. Then we come to intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem may be present on either side of the nodes, and when they are present they can also be present in the base of the leaf. This is the base of the leaf. So wherever they are present, if they are present in the internode, then they will increase the length of the internode. When they are present in the base of the leaf, then they will increase the length of petiole. Now we come to another kind. This was about the intercalary meristem. Now we come to lateral meristem. Lateral meristem are those meristems which are present in the dicot and monocot stem, in the vascular bundles of these, and they are present in between xylem and phloem. We call them as cambium or vascular cambium. This is the lateral meristem. They can increase the thickness of the stem.